Hello. Good afternoon, everybody. It's Thursday, and this is crazy. I'm not in my group. I'm For the Love of Dragons, where I go live every week. And for some reason, computer updates, they like to do whatever they want. My phone app lets me go live here on my page, but not in my group today. So working on that, doing some updates on my iPad. I couldn't get it there either. So here we are. I'm going to just talk for a few minutes and let you guys find me and post it as a replay. So I apologize for those of you that miss it, because there might be an opportunity for mini dragon readings today. So sort of funny that it's not working out. Everything is divine and always perfect. So we'll see or understand later why it had to be in my page. So hello. I see somebody found me here. Good. That's a good start. Anyway, if you don't know me, my name is Araya Anra. I am the author of The Dragon Within. I am known as the Dragon Lady, and I am essentially a guide. I am a psychic medium, energy healer, life coach, and I help people get aligned to their dragon self. I help you connect to the dragons that can clear and heal, whether you are a dragon yourself or not. Yes, that is a possibility. To really broaden your journey, to expand you, because the dragons, they're here to help you expand. They help you to move into higher frequencies and more light, and they don't mess around. They are all about efficiency and doing it as fast as possible. That's safe and perfect for you, and they will work with you. They will come in with a bang and move you through that. So that's what the guidebook is. That's what the Dragon Within is about, to help you connect with them, all the different families of dragons, and find that relationship, find what they do for you, what each one's gift is for you. And so today I like to go live every week. I answer questions during that live. I share what's going on, updates, and we have an exciting one this week. Some of you have already found it, posted in the group, that I have some new guided meditations finally on the dragonwithin.com site under the guided meditations tab. Hi Liz, I'm so glad you found me here. Well done, a little sleuthing there, right? So invite some other people if you can click on and do that, because I know everybody's going to have a hard time finding me today. There's Samantha, awesome. So if you haven't seen it yet, and I know Liz, you're already on it, you got these new set of dragon guided meditations on the site. They are powerhouse, and there's one with each of the elementals, the dragon of the air, the water, the fire, and the earth. And then there's an opportunity to get all four as a sweet package for a discounted rate. So I'm excited because I've wanted those for 2 years on the site. I've been working on it since about February to get the recordings finalized, with all the stuff that goes on and all the people that are involved. Excited that it's finally come together. It's on the site. It's working to get the downloads. And now I can start working on the French versions, because I know you French listeners out there, even though you're probably not listening to the English video, have been wanting those. So I'm working on getting those done, and I'm glad you're loving them. Fantastic. And so now I can work on the black, the white, and the crystal. That's next up on the list. So be watching for those around Thanksgiving or Christmas. Going to be excited about that. Transmissions are going to be announced here in the next few days. I've got that list happening for the ones coming up from my trip through China and Tibet. So we're going to have some powerhouse stuff coming from Kailash. Hello, Hannah. Good to see you. And so if you're wanting to get those, you do, and you just haven't let me know yet, let me know so that I can put you on the list to be notified as soon as I have information, because I will send a private email out to all those people on the list so that they have it immediately available, because you do have to register before I leave on the 31st for the trip, because I will be incommunicado for most of those 3 weeks, which means I don't know if we'll have lives in September. I will try from where I'm at. It will be sporadic and unannounced because of the travel schedule and the remoteness of where we're going to be. So probably not going to work too much. I'll just try and do posts and updates if I can actually access, because the Great Firewall of China does not allow Facebook, Google, or WhatsApp or those kind of things to come through. So it'll be very limited, but it'll be worth it. It's going to be exciting and powerhouse energetically. So moving on to what's going on today, I had a question this week in book club that I didn't get to discuss. So I thought, well, let's bring it up on the live so that everyone benefits from it. And this is a question of that goes through a lot of people in their journey. And Liz, I have you on the list already, sweetie. how can the dragons feel so close, like they're there with you all the time? They're almost pestering you. They're playful. They're in your space. Sometimes there's lots of them. You've got hordes of them around and a lot of activity and a lot of movement and transformation happening. And then you go through these periods where it's almost quiet, or like they're elusive, or they're not there, and you're like, where'd they all go? What's going on? And why has that happened? And so everything is cyclical in our journey, and being aware that you oftentimes need a reprieve that you're not aware of. Hello, Mikhail. Good to see you. Can I read you? Tell you what, Mikhail Andre Alfredson. I'm going to write the name down, and if I get time to do that, you, since you asked, will be the first one today. All right? Alfredson. All right. So thank you for asking, and I'll tell you the mini dragon readings are just a fast and furious, like what dragon is with you, what they're working with you on, and how you can connect. But let's go there in a few minutes. So this aspect of our cyclical journey, we do a lot of powerhouse work. When the dragons come in, it can almost overwhelm you because they come in with a lot of power. That's their nature, and a lot of love, and they move us through things that sometimes would take years otherwise in our journey. And they move it very quickly. So, all right, Mike, fantastic. So when we're in that space and we go through a big cycle of growth and expansion and clearing, sometimes we need a break. And even though we might want to keep going because we really, really want to get to the end of this road, right? We want to have as much light as possible. We want to get to the easier part of the journey and get out of the shadow and get out of the blocks and out of the densities. And sometimes that work has been so big that they almost force a rest period on us by stepping back for a little while. It doesn't mean they're not there. They're paying attention. They know what's going on with you. But sometimes they step back to give you the space to step into what you've just integrated, to really fully integrate it, to step into the growth pattern or the expansion and the newness of the space, because sometimes you go through a new portal and yes, fast and fierce. In your third eye the other day, you were sending healing, so many staring and looking, right? They're around and around and almost clamoring with you. And then this space. And they give you that space so that you can allow everything to fall into place in the new. Because when you clear out a whole bunch, there's a lot of empty spaces they need to fill with higher vibration. They need to fill with a new pattern. You've broken habits, you need to break out of them. And sometimes we need to just fall into that and allow ourselves a little quiet period, a respite, to move into the next phase. And so if you don't feel them around, don't stress or feel like they've abandoned you. They're actually very present, just a little bit more distant, and they're not going to come in until they know that you're actually ready for the next phase of work that they can bring. Sometimes too, your guides and guardian are always there, but if you're primary, but if you have a transition happening where you've gone through a rapid growth, and you're ready, you're like entering a new phase or something that really they need to have a changing of the guard, and they need time to like shift, get the new guy in, like fill them in, all that. So sometimes it can be also when they are going through a shifting of the guard as well of who's working with you. And let's see. So right on for you. Wonderful, Weldy, that you have to rest after big downloads, definitely. After let me just see if I can click this and get the rest. After the new meditations are awesome. I'm so glad you're enjoying them. I know they're powerhouse, so if you don't have the book, you're not aware of the site, dragonwithin.com, you can buy the book on the purchase book page, or you can go to guided meditations and see all 5 that are offered, because there is one with the Emerald Dragon on unlocking your truth and purpose that's been up there quite a while. So all of us have dragons. I feel my spirit animal is a dragon. Yeah, so I see that you're probably new to the group or the page, Mike, and normally I go live every Thursday in the For the Love of Dragons group. For some reason, the functionality is not working. The live button is not coming up. So I came in my page and there it is. I found it. So I thought I can still do my live and just share it later. But that's where you'll find me every week. And yeah, all of us have, I would say all of us are connected to the dragons. That information is in the book through our Wombhara dragon. The majority of people that find me and my work do have dragons working with them. They have those around them that they have as guides and guardians who are moving them into their memory banks and into their healing, because they're connected. You are connected to the dragons on a deeper level, which very well could mean that you are a dragon heart or a dragon keeper, which is also in the archives and in the book. Hello, Bertrand. Good to see you. Salut, salut. So I'm going to go now, having answered that question and shared, because I think it makes sense of the respite period we need before we enter a new cycle of growth and when they want to step back in and help us. So just be assured they haven't abandoned you. They will be back when it's the right timing. And usually it's, just 3 to 5 weeks, something like that. And just allow yourself that respite time to really integrate all the new information and the new sensations and the new way of being that you've just gotten into, because sometimes we have a new plateau to get used to. So let's do a couple of readings here. And Mike, just because you asked and you happen to be on the call today, I'm going to honor that because I have 3 final names on my previous list that I've had for a while. I found the list after my move. And hello, Ursula. Good to see you. So what I do here, I'm just going to close my eyes and tune in. I'm going to go into my reading space, Mike. And I'm just going to look again at your full name, Mikael Andre Alfredson. So you have 2 dragons with you right now, Mike. One is yellow, one is white. They are presenting, when I look at you, they're both on my left, which is your right side. So they're working on something with your masculine side. Could have to do with father or your father's lineage, so grandfather, uncles, something on the masculine side in your ancestry. The air dragon is here. So the yellow one is of the air dragon family, wanting to help you move into higher perspective about something with that. And the white dragon, so they're working together. It's a teamwork, which is interesting. I don't see that necessarily often, but they've come in as a pair. The white dragon highlighting the octave above the air dragon, and it's about ancestral healing. So really allowing yourself to move into awareness of what patterns are on the masculine side through your family lineage, getting that higher perspective so that you can see it from sort of an eagle eye view or a dragon's eye view that flies very high in the sky, which would be one of the air dragons. And the white dragon comes in, and the white dragon gifts us with DNA activation quite often, but what I keep hearing that the white dragon is facilitating with this higher perspective is ancestral healing through that DNA link and lineage. So if you've been working on that lately, if you've been feeling a lot of shifts or things coming up with dads, uncles, grandfathers, things on your masculine side of your family, that's what it's about. They've been present with you. It looks like about 3 or 4 months. And let me get a name for you. Sol and Ingar. And I immediately wanted to assume that Sol, which to me represents the sun, just linguistically would be the yellow air dragon, but Sol is actually the white male, and the yellow is Ingar. Sol and Ingar. So that's how you can call them in directly. You're going to feel them come in. They'll confirm that they're there. You'll feel almost like a breeze, whether it's physical or energetic, as if there's motion moving around you like this in your field, that they're present and they're wanting to move into some of that work with you. So I hope that's helpful. Crystal saying, I did receive a gift in meditation, a crystal heart with each quarter one of the elements, earth, air, fire. How beautiful. Gosh, Crystal, thanks for sharing that. I'm glad it was a useful tool for you. And I know that each time you use it, you will, well, I guess that was in your own meditation, maybe not the guided meditation, but this note for others, each time you use those meditations, you will get something different from it. So don't use it once and get rid of it. Listen to it again every few weeks or every couple of months when you know that you're feeling called to it. So I'm going to go back to my original list because I still had 3 names on it. And Nina has been waiting a long time for a reading. Bless her heart. So I'll have to tag her in this and let her know that it's here. So Nina. you've got an orangish yellow dragon working with you. It's coming right up behind you. It's stepping up from behind, holding space for you. It's like creating a big wall, almost like a protective wall on your backside. But as that protective wall is behind, it's infusing your back with heat. It's infusing a healing through the skin level and the layers all the way down both sides of your spine, both sides of the body. And it feels like there's an aspect of real physical healing that is going on right now. I don't know what you've got going on in your body, like chronically or just in the present. It feels like it's a more chronic thing that they're going through your back and really focusing on burning things up, like from the surface down, going through layers and layers. And it's about protection. It's about not feeling protected, about feeling vulnerable to attack, about being laid bare, almost bringing up like ancient injuries of like I'm sensing or feeling in your field, and this could very well be past life stuff, lashings at the stake, even like how sailors used to be lashed, being tied up to the mast, lashings against the back where you were vulnerable, you were not protected, there was nothing you could do to protect yourself from this. And it left scars. It left scars more than physically. There's emotional scars in the body that they're essentially, this dragon is coming in and working on moving you through the healing of that and the release of that, because it's obviously brought up some current life trauma around that lack of protection and that vulnerability that's originated much further back, comes into this incarnation because it's still part of the soul. And this dragon, this orange and yellow dragon, I'm feeling amber is really important. If you have any amber around, to hold it in your hands as you feel that presence. If you feel your back starting to burn, so grab some amber. It will help transmute it and move it through. With this dragon's name, and they're wanting it to be a mantra more than a name. Ishi Naranha. Ishi Naranha. Ishi Naranha Jai. So you repeat the first part 3 times. Ishi Naranha. And then ends with Jai. So that's very interesting, unusual aspect to connect. But that part of that mantra is to take you not only into connection with that dragon, but into the connection with the past that he's bringing up to burn through and dissolve for you, so that you can move through that into your own empowerment, because we're in a phase now of really stepping into our power. Hello, Connor. Yeah, you caught me live and you didn't catch the story, but it's because I'm on my page and not in my group. So typically watch for me every Thursday, 2 p.m. and For the Love of Dragons. That's where you'll find me. But it's sort of fun that here everyone's finding it, and I've got some new people on because I'm coming through my page. So maybe that's the whole reason for it not working on my system today. Anyway, Nina, I hope that benefits. I will tag you in this because I don't see you on the call today. And Wilma also, I'm going to finally get you off the list here. Wilma, you've got a magenta purple, like a darker phase of magenta to purple dragon working with you. It's a female. She's got a lot of sort of black, I almost want to call it icing, but it's edging. It's detail lines that make her more almost ornate. It's part of her edging and markings that delineate her, just like we have freckles or different things. The dragons quite often have lines or markings of a different color that just is their signature or part of their aspect. So she and her name also starts with a W. It's interesting. It's like Walenka. Yeah, she says that's close enough. Walenka is coming in to work with you. You're going to feel her presence most in your left ear. She's bringing in a lot of higher frequencies and like unlocking some things in the higher frequency zones of the brain associated with this magenta purple color around your third eye. But it's not about clairvoyance, it's about clairaudience and toning work. I don't know if you do any toning or sound healing, Wilma, but you have a natural penchant for it, and so you might have heard a lot of ringing in your ears lately, a lot of internal sounds, whether they be of insect sounds, animal sounds, tones, chords of tones. And I encourage you, when you feel that pressure in your ear, that's her coming in, and try and vocalize and let those tones out if you don't tone on a normal basis, and have that come through, that she's trying to open that for you, that's an ancient gift that's ready to wake up. And Walenka is her name, and she's singing it for me, but she wants you to get the tune yourself. She wants you to hear the intonation and work with her on it, so I'm not supposed to give you that part. All right, so I've got one final one on my list, Maria, that I'm going to wrap up, so that all of my commitments, my promises that I made out there to have many dragon readings from the previous ones, I'm not going to hold lists anymore. I'm going to honor from here forward the people that are on the call that are ready. So Ursula, I see you requesting, and I'm going to have you catch me on a future live, because I'm just going to do one more today. But if you come back, then I will remember and do you first next time I do dragon readings. So Maria, it's funny because I'm hearing more than seeing. I have a sense of a golden field behind you, and I'm hearing golden light. Golden light. So you have a really large gold dragon working with you right now. And this is about self-empowerment, Maria. This is about you at your time ready to step into your full power of your sun, to get your own glow on, so to speak, to step into, if you imagine the power of the sun and how radiant and beaming that is, that this dragon is here to bring you into that emanation of yourself, to really move you into your power so that you can wonderful. I'm so glad you caught it. So watch for us in For the Love of Dragons group. Go there to see every Thursday. And I'd love to know, Ursula, where you are in the world. It's more curiosity than a necessity of any kind, but I would love to know where you're from. Anyway, Maria, this is about your empowerment. This is a time to step into your power and beam your sunlight. So this dragon is here to work with you on that. It's a relative of Jira, of the gold dragon of Orion. But he's saying, I'm actually more connected to the sun dragons. So I work with the gold dragons because of the empowerment aspect, because of their power, and the sun line moves through them, but I am more connected with the line of sun dragons. I'm just trying to get his name because my mind wants to naturally go into words off of, and I keep hearing stuff and I'm questioning it, saying it's my brain saying solar or soul or something like that, and I am hearing Solarian, excuse me. Solarian is coming from the sun dragon realms, that lineage, to be with you right now, Maria, as you move into some more empowerment. So hope that's helpful. They're just little mini tidbits, but they get you started in a direction, and so that's why I like to do them. I'm here to give you guys tools, whether it's meditations, books, little readings like this, and of course I always offer so much more, whether it's a full dragon reading, a full session, Eye of the Dragon program, book club, There's all kinds of tools out there if you want to dive into your connection with the dragons and really expand it and expand yourself and see some rapid shift. So reach out to me. I do discovery calls, free 20-minute calls that basically gives us a chance to see if we're a good fit to work together, and lets me help you get a direction of what will be the right thing, whether it's sessions, programs, books, book clubs, whatever that would serve you the best on where you want to head with your journey and what you want to get out of it. So I always love doing those, and you can find those through my booking calendar, book now button, on invokehealing.com or dragonwithin.com, and or email me directly and I'll get you that link and we'll get you set up on the calendar. So thanks for being here today. I always love seeing my guys on Thursday, and my dragon family is just so special to me, and it warms my heart to be with you guys at your first live reading you get to watch. Wonderful. I'm glad I did that for you, Rotan. I always love hearing good feedback and that it benefits. So catch some more lives. We talk about different subjects every week, and they're always enlightening and sometimes really powerful, and give you that boost you need of like an aha moment, because we need those too. So I look forward to seeing you guys next week. Watch for it in For the Love of Dragons if my live button's working. If not, I will be here. So have a great weekend, and we'll see you next time. Bye.